Hi folks, Chris Voss here with thechrisvossshow.com. This is a module that we're going to start talking about social Oomph and how to utilize it, and also, of course, how to utilize it to get your Klout score up in this particular one. If you notice, most of the videos that are coming out on our new subscription service, they have numerals on them, which will indicate there's different modules. We're basically going to build different silos of information upon the complexity of an idea that show you how to go deeper and deeper into social media techniques. And we'll be adding those, so there'll be a number 1, number 2, number 3, however deep we want to go, and of course updating stuff. Please keep in mind, don't share this information with your friends. It is proprietary and copyright for the Chris Voss Show, and also the website does keep track of logins and passwords and IP addresses, so please don't share your login and password with anybody, because we'll find out about it very quickly. The data that's here is what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the power of retweets. Now, if you're just using Twitter to talk to your friends, family, relatives, and joke around or whatever, that's great. What we're talking about is taking your Twitter account, using it for branding, marketing, etc., for whether it's for yourself or for a client and all that good stuff. Now, the beautiful part about Twitter is it gives you a 24/7 audience, 24 hours, 7 days a year, or 7 days a week, audience around the world. I've counseled and trained people internationally because of this, sold my ebooks and everything else. The worst thing you can do is operate a 9-to-5 operation on the internet. It's just crazy. And the beautiful part of it is what we're going to show you is what a CEO said to me. He goes, you know what, Chris? You just showed me an employee that will work 24 hours a day for me, 7 days a week. I don't have to pay any overtime to. I don't have to pay any bonuses to. They literally will slave away for 24 hours a day, and I maybe have to manage them maybe 10 to 15 minutes a day. He thought it was amazing. So what I'm going to do is show you some of the same thing. You may know some of it, but we'll get into deeper and some other elements of it. Now here you can see, this is from one of my accounts. And this is from a recent report that shows I have 1.5 mentions in a 7-day period. That's pretty huge. And that was by 859 unique users, and that gives me 157.4 million impressions. If you're an advertiser or marketer, if you're working with advertisers, you must understand how much contact data you're having, but also how much impressions you're getting. Impressions tell you how much reach you have. And of course, the beauty with Twitter and Facebook and these other things is when people reshare your post, it adds to your impressions and your reach. And of course, it also brings your friends back. If you want to add friends, getting more retweets is an important way to do that. Also, getting your Klout score up. Klout measures how much people retweet your stuff based upon how much you're an influencer. Klout does not determine whether or not you're posting links or whether or not you're posting quotes, or really care what sort of content it is. What they basically care about is how much people are retweeting your stuff, how much you're influencing people, and therefore your Klout score is going to go up based on that data. Now, I'm not showing you this to game Klout. I don't do things to game Klout. That's the most stupidest thing I think anybody can do with their spare time. What I'm showing you is something where you can use this to build your success on social media. In an indirect return, you're going to get an increased Klout score from it. And you shouldn't do it just for that sole purpose. But I suppose if you really want to and have nothing better to do with your time, you can do that too. I mean, go for it. So in this video, let's talk about how you can measure impressions. One way you can see how far your tweets reach is by using tweetreach.com. Most of you are aware of that. In tweetreach.com, you can put a tweet in here. You can see how many people retweeted it and who retweeted it. Okay, so let's talk about the engine that we use. We use Social Oomph. There's a link above the video you can take and click on. Social Oomph we've been using for 3 years. I've tested and tried out all the other different ones that are out there. Whatever automator you're using, quit using it and switch to Social Oomph. Don't be a dummy. Okay? Social Oomph is one of the best things you can find out here. And as you see us go through probably 5 to 10 sections or modules of the series, you're going to understand why. There's a million reasons as to what we're going to cover as to why Social Oomph is good. Maybe not a million, but a ton of reasons why you should be using Social Oomph. Okay, so we'll get into that as we go through these modules, but let's talk about some of the basic ones we are here today to try and get you more retweets, try and kind of increase your increase your Klout score as an indirect result of that, and also, you know, by increasing your retweets, you'll get more followers back. So Click the link on the Social Oomph thing, sign up. I believe they have a 7-day free trial thing. You can try it out if you really want to try it out. I don't know if they still offer that, but try it out. If you don't like it, I'm sure you can. They're very cool guys. You can ask for your money back. But what we're going to show you in these modules, you're really going to want to use Social Oomph. I can tell you, I've never seen anything better than what these guys have. So Social Oomph is going to give you a lot of different things. What you're going to do is you're going to sign up, go through their process of filling out the documents and all the stuff they have in here. We'll get into this in more depth in more module features as to how to really properly set up your Social Oomph, but I'm not going to cover that today. Just set up your basic Twitter account, Social Oomph. It's a no-brainer for most of you that are technically probably aware, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Now, what we want to take and do is we want to increase your retweet value. So we want to put something in your stream that will increase your retweet value, but we'll also not make it so that you're sitting on Twitter or Facebook or social media for 24 hours a day. That's a complete waste of time. The smartest thing you can do is to, work smart, not hard, okay? Now, you can sit on Twitter and just retweet everything Mashable says, along with 50 trillion other people, and wonder why your retweet value isn't all that great. Or you can put up what I put up, which is inspirational stuff, and we use this on all of our clients' accounts, okay? All of it. Now, on Twitter, you can't run 100% links. You have to have a conversation on there. Twitter doesn't differentiate between links or a conversation. So what we do is we feed in quote streams. Okay. Now, you've probably seen a lot of people do this. Most of the successful people that started on Twitter back in my day, this is what we use and we still use today, our quote lists. Now, in these lists, these are text-based lists where we have up to 500 quotes in the list. And in them, they are, of course, formatted to 140 character formats so they can load directly into Social Oomph. Okay. Now, we have about, I think, 4, 5, 6, or 7 of these lists. If you want to buy them, contact me and we can sell you a couple of lists. They're really cheap. We'll just sell you probably like 4 or 5 of them for like 25 bucks. Or you can go on the internet and curate them, which will take you probably more hours than time is worth to waste and all that good stuff. But either way, build your quote list. And you essentially want to run this thing 24/7. You've got to take advantage of the 24/7 element of Twitter. It's a great international audience that you can take and utilize. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take and this is a list. It's on the text-based list. When you go into Social Oomph and you basically set up the parameters of your account, what you'll see here is you'll see that your Twitter account is listed in the portfolio of accounts. You can see here I've got a whole mess of other accounts and a lot of stuff we're going to talk about in the future. Now, in here, there's 2 things we're going to show you. We're going to talk about editing over here on the far right side. And in editing, you can have an automatic welcome message that goes out to people that are going to follow you. So you can have, whenever people follow you, they'll get an automatic DM that will say, hey, check out my website, check out my blog, hey, it's nice to meet you, whatever the case may be. I highly recommend you have one of these if you don't have one already. Most of you are pretty savvy and probably have an auto DM message. It's real important because what you're going to find with these retweet system that I'm showing you, you're going to start having a lot of people follow you because as people retweet your stuff and other people retweet your stuff, people are going to come looking for the source and be like, I want to follow that person. They seem really smart. Okay? So what you're going to do, and this is the beauty of Social Oomph that's so amazing, is I can come in here and I can go to scheduled updates. I can click on bulk upload updates. Okay? Now, in bulk upload updates, what I can do is I can bulk upload all of these quotes that we've curated on a huge Twitter list, if you will, 500 tweets, and we can curate them and upload them all at once. So we're going to shorten any URLs that might be in the update. We're going to randomize the order of updates before saving them. We're going to load and schedule the updates on my social account, and we're going to go in and click the choose file and add that particular file. Okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to find the Twitter account that we want to upload to, which is going to be Beach Bods, hot or not. We're going to program in the time. We need to advance this by at least 10 minutes because if you send it out at the exact time, it usually will conflict. And then we're going to publish these how often we want to publish. Now, I publish these every 10 minutes. How about that? Every 10 minutes I publish a quote. Okay, my big thing about my brand is inspiring people, is making people, having a positive message for people, and that's what draws people to my brand and keeps them to my brand. I've actually had people say to me, you know what, Chris, you publish a lot of links to your website, you publish a lot of promotional stuff, and I would think it was annoying if you didn't feed in quotes to offset it and try and inspire us and have a positive message for us. And because you try and balance that, I stay following you. And that's really key. What this will do is this will feed in a ton of quotes into your system over a 24/7 hour period. Unless you manipulate these things here where you say publish only within these hours of publishing with only these certain days, you can pretty much, this will run for 24/7 until the 500 tweets or quotes that you put in will run out. Now, if you're uncomfortable putting these in every 10 minutes, you can put them in every hour. You can put these in every few days, every few weeks, however you want to do this. But I can tell you that by putting these in on a pretty frequent basis, I would say at least one every hour or two every hour, you're going to increase your Klout score because people love retweeting these quotes. I don't know what about it is. For 3 years, it's been a constant. People love inspiration. They love positive. They love retweeting this stuff. So do it. Increase your Klout score. So what you want to do is put your time in there, however much you want to put in here, and put your message out. So I'm going to change this every 10 minutes. And then once that's done, hit upload. Now what that's going to do is it's going to upload to their system. And then when you go into manage accounts with Social Oomph, you're going to see here, for example, there's 411 quotes or tweets or ads, if you want, that are loaded up to be queued up to go out through Twitter. Perfectly legal through Twitter. We've used Social Oomph for over 3 years. It's a great service. It's always going to be around too. There's been a lot of other copycat services that have gone out of business. In essence, it's going to cost you maybe, I think it's $30 a month or something like that now. But there's going to be a number of other formats and features we're going to show you beyond that. They're going to be very, very, very cool. So be sure to check them out. And this is one of the ways that if you start doing this, you'll start noticing your Klout score is going to go up. It's probably going to take some time because they do, of course, cache stuff and they work off an overall period. I don't know how long their periods work in gaming the system or seeing how you're doing. But if you use this on a consecutive basis, on a heavy enough basis, it will drive your Klout score up because you should be seeing a humongous amount of retweets. And you should be seeing all sorts of results from that. You should see that when you go to tweet reach. You'll see a huge amount of people that have tweeted your stuff down the line and how far they've reached. In fact, I'm not even sure what this will bring us. If I just put my name in here, let's kind of see if there's anything that will take and do that. Now, one of the things you want to do is you want to make sure and randomize the tweets as they go in. Like I said, if you need to, contact us. We'll say a bunch of the lists, and you can easily just jam them in. The lists are everywhere. Everyone's using them. No one has these proprietary. They're all quotes off the internet. And literally, we just spent hours and hours and hours taking the time to copy these quotes down so that we can provide them for ourselves and for clients. So we're just doing a random search here for @Chris Voss. You can see here the impressions are 505,000. You can see here retweets, and they're just pulling some of my recent retweets. This doesn't pull all the database. It only pulls my most recent 50 tweets here. And you can see here, these are the contributors, the impressions of the contributors, and what they've contributed based upon their follower counts. Does that make sense? So this is real important to get into in making sure that you have a 24/7 marketing database constantly going out so that you can achieve some of these impressions and numbers and build your brand. The farther you reach, the more people are going to be exposed to you, the more people are going to follow you. It will increase your Klout score, and you'll be able to rock and roll. Thanks for coming by the chrisvossshow.com. Wait till you see the next thing we're going to show you.